So I painted it, took off the tape, and there's a little bit of the tape residue left behind, but it's not too bad. It's not as bad as the other one. You're not even gonna really notice it, except now that I've pointed it out. But yeah, the gray went on really nice. Quite pleased with that. And then I painted the smokestack missile launcher. Painted that red, and cleaned up a few little details. Gray got on a few of the red parts, but that was an easy fix. And I'm quite happy with it. The oddest thing of all, though, is, I built the kit. I kind of had it sitting on my desk like this for about a day. Then, later on I went and primed it. And I put it like this on my desk to let it dry, and I just walked away and went, it doesn't even look like I painted it. It doesn't look like I've done anything to the kit. I also painted the exhaust, a bit of red and yellow there. I wanted to try it. I didn't have high hopes on it. It still doesn't look, perfect or too noticeable because it's very tiny, but I could paint over it, but I'm not going to. So what I'm going to do now is paint the future on it. I'm going to give it a few layers of future, and when that's done, I'm going to do a panel line wash. So I hope to get the future done a couple coats in tonight, so I can hopefully do a panel line wash tomorrow. But it looks pretty good. I'm really happy with how it's turning out here. I haven't run into any problems with it so far. And yeah, incredibly entertaining little kit to build. I'm still just having a lot of fun. So, like I said, I'm going to go do all the future painting right now and be back with the panel line wash. Alright, it's been coated with future, and it's nice and glossy. So I'm pretty happy about that. And next step is the panel line accent color. So I'm gonna just paint the whole model, and then in the afternoon I'll come by and clean it up. So this stuff does not flow like it used to anymore. Anyways, I'll just paint it all on here. It's kind of getting me mad now. There we go. Yeah, this is all I want to do for kind of weathering the model. Just have it like this. So you see some detail and stuff like that, but this will look pretty nice. So yeah, this will take me a little while to do this whole thing, but yeah, I'll be back once this is all cleaned up. I cleaned the wash now, and it looks pretty good. It's kind of dirty and highlighted quite a bit of the panel lines. A lot of them just weren't deep enough, and so I did this quite a bit, but it added kind of a nice weathered look. And then I put on the barrels, and they fit on there pretty nice. They're basically designed to snap in so they don't turn, which isn't a big deal for me since I wasn't going to do anything with them, playing around with it and stuff like that. So what I want to do is I want to give it another clear wash, or sorry, yeah, layer of future. That's what I mean. But before that, I want to paint the windows and stuff, and I can do that on this because I have tools that are that small. But on the box here and in the show, you can see it's kind of green, like the Tamiya cockpit green. But on the let me just open up this box here. So like here you can see it changes. This is the one I want. So I believe they include instructions on how to paint this green. They've kind of got a mix here. But these are Gunsy colors, and I have no idea how to convert those. So, taking a look, and it's this really kind of weird, almost surreal green color, and I bet you Citadel has something very close to that. But I'm going to instead use Humbrol Metallic 50, and it looks like this. And it's this nice metallic green. It's got kind of a pale tinge to it, and I like it. I tried it out on this before I primed it, and it looks really good. So that's what I'm going to do. So my next step here is to paint all the windows and all the little bits on here that need the green. I have to, forgot to glue this in. I'm going to give it probably 2 layers of Future, and then I have to leave it alone for a few days because I ran out of flat clear. So I'm going to have to go in and buy a bottle of that, and that's going to be a couple days from now. This is a Friday, so I'm not going into town till next week. So this will sit on the shelf for a while, waiting to be done, but I'm going to go paint this up. It's a very nice color. Glad I finally get to use this. I bought this about 2 years ago for another project and never used it, and so it's getting a good use now. It's gonna look pretty good. You're gonna actually be able to see it when it's on there, which is kind of what my goal is. So. Alright everybody, here it is, the finished Yamato model kit. Quite happy with how this little guy turned out. One of the last things I did is I gave it just a flat coat. Some of it seems to have rubbed off a little bit. I don't think I thinned it properly or mixed it properly. So it's got kind of a semi-gloss, which I don't mind. I think it looks pretty good. The flat red really turned out well, I think. It's nice and bright, even though it's dull. So I'm quite confident with the colors here that I'm going to use later on in the 1000 scale model coming up. I actually just finished priming that one, so I'll begin working on that one again soon. But this little Mecha kit is really worth the price that I paid. I paid 15 bucks for it. Loved every minute of it. It was just way too much fun to build, and I'm actually considering building, getting a second one and building another one. There's a kind of another version of the Yamato. There's this little line right here on either side. It's basically on the hull line, and there are wings that pop out for when it's flying on planets. It's not flying in space and stuff like that. And so I thought building that one would be kind of cool to do. Just scratch build some wings and build that one. I know this may sound stupid, but drilling out the holes here in the front and cutting those out actually makes a world of difference. It really helps kind of have just a bit more shape and dimension to the kit. The metallic 50 green paint from Humbrol for the windows really, really looks awesome. I love it. It's got this kind of weird sci-fi green tinge, and I really like it. I think it looks pretty awesome. I'm quite happy with how that turned out. Um, Now, there's no scale to these mecha kits. They're what are called box kits, and that usually comes from the 50s and 60s. And what they used to do is they used to, say, okay, we have a shipping container this big, and they would calculate a size of box that they could build a model in, and they would fill that container up. So that's kind of what they've done here. They're just box kits, so they don't really have a scale. However, I have this guy. I don't know if many of you will recall when I bought this. It's a little Musashi model ship. It's from F Toys, and I have it on my desk, and the Yamato is sitting kind of above it, basically like this, how you're seeing it. And this is kind of the thing. The Yamato in the show is built out of the battleship, and it kind of emerges from it. The original space battleship is supposed to be the same size as the original. The new one is bigger, by what I understand. So when I was looking at this model, I was kind of holding them up to each other, and you put kind of the bridge together, kind of line them up like that. So line up the towers here, and basically everything fits together. Like the guns are very, very similar in distance. This one's ahead by just a little bit. This one is about the same. It kind of ends the same, but the bow is definitely longer. So the scale of this little ship is 2,400 scale. I don't know why I still have the box for the thing. So I would say that this ship is around 2,400 scale. That's just, again, just kind of a weird estimate. I also wanted to show you guys this. This one was built by my younger brother. It's the Mecha Kirishima, and I bought this for him. And he basically, this is the reason why I started building this one, because I wanted to have some fun. He was having way too much fun building this kit. And I think he did a pretty nice job on this guy here, but I thought I'd just do a quick size comparison here. So the Yamato's a bit bigger by maybe, I don't know, let me just grab out and I would say almost a little over 15 millimeters. So it's a little bit bigger, but it's a fantastic kit. And if you haven't got this one, you're looking for something weird and just fun to build, I really highly recommend it. Like I said, I'm seriously tempted to buy another one because it was just so much fun to build this little guy. These mecha kits, I've got a couple of them now, and when they come in stock on this website that I order them from, I'm definitely going to get a bunch more. But this little guy here, this little Yamato kit, is definitely worth the price. It was a lot of fun. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching along. I hope you guys have enjoyed the build. I've appreciated reading all your comments, and please feel free to leave me comments. I love to read them, and I try to reply to as many of them as I can. But this definitely is going to sit. Actually, I'll show you guys where it's going to sit here. So I've got a shelf kind of above me here on my hobby table, and it's slowly being dedicated to not really modeling things. So here, let me just show you guys really quick. So let me just spin this around here. So that's where it sits. So I always get to sit up there and look up at my Yamato model kit. So again, thanks everybody for watching. This is Robes at Cloud 9. If I haven't taught you anything, at least you've learned what not to do. I'll see you guys later.